What's up, YouTube? What's going on, you boxing maniacs? If you already haven't did it, hit subscribe, jab that like button, and go ahead and share this to some of your boxing maniac friends. True That Boxing gonna keep it real. Let's get into it. I want to get into Leo Santa Cruz. He got a big fight coming up with Gervonta Davis. And for some of you guys that don't know about Leo Santa Cruz, I'm going to do a little boxing talk from Showtime, Steve Farhood. Let's get into it.
Leo Santa Cruz is the embodiment of why I like fights and why I like fighters. Inside the ring, Santa Cruz carries himself as if cheating the fans of an all-action fight would be a mortal sin. If he stopped punching, it seems, he'd stop breathing. Outside the ring, Santa Cruz is all warmth and smiles. He's a humble family man who has priorities placed properly. When I watched him fight for the first time, I became a fan. When I got to know him, I couldn't help but root for him to succeed in every way. There's no formula that dictates a fighter's path to the top. When Santa Cruz turned pro at age 18, he was a virtual unknown. 17 fights and 17 wins later, it was still only the hardcore fans of the West Coast who sensed that Leo Santa Cruz was likely to become one of the must-see fighters of this generation.
In the Tank Davis, y'all.
Santa Cruz faced the veteran Vusi Malinga for the vacant IBF bantamweight title in June 2012. Showtime's viewers said, the question will be, is it the right timing for him at 23, and is he ready for this opportunity? As soon as the fight began, Who was replaced by Wow. What we were quickly reminded of was that you can't always judge a fighter by his dimensions. Santa Cruz stands 5'7.5", which is tall for a lighterweight fighter. A reach advantage be damned. He's a pressure fighter and a volume puncher who wants to set a pace his opponents can't possibly match. How could you not want to see Leo Santa Cruz fight? I mean, he's a buzzsaw. In his utterly dominant 12-round win over Malinga, Santa Cruz threw a staggering 1,350 punches. It's been entertaining, and Santa Cruz has been sensational. Santa Cruz would make 3 defenses of the 118-pound title. By the time those 3 fights were over, he was 24 years old and clearly established, not just in LA, but throughout the world as one of the best young champions in all of boxing.
Quick breakdown of Leo Santa Cruz.
First up, he proved the Malinga performance was no fluke by forcing former world titleist Eric Morel to quit after 5 rounds of torment. So discouraged was Morel that he never fought again. Santa Cruz, successful in his first title defense.
Leo Santa Cruz.
Defense number 2 came against Mexican veteran Victor Zaleta, who had never been stopped. Challenge accepted, challenge conquered. Santa Cruz once again threw about 100 punches per round, landed more than half of his power shots. Rips the left hook to the body, does the champion. Another left hook, and that one hurt. Zaleta, and down he goes. And halted Zaleta in round 9. And down goes Zaleta for the 3rd time. And referee has stopped the fight. Zaleta finished the fight on his back.
It's the history of Leo Santa Cruz, y'all. Give him all.
The 3rd defense was especially important because Santa Cruz widened his audience. With his bout versus Alberto Guevara, the first fight televised on CBS for more than 15 years. This time, Santa Cruz showed something we were waiting to see, the ability to overcome adversity. He suffered a nose injury and damage to his right hand, and still pulled off a unanimous decision win. Santa Cruz was 23-0-1 and streaking, but I wanted to see more. Could he maintain his exceptional energy fight after tough fight? Could he handle the best lower-weight fighters in the world? Could he win a title at a second weight? 3 answers: yes, yes, and yes.
Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis coming up, y'all.
In August 2013, Santa Cruz jumped up to super bantamweight to face WBC champion Victor Terrazas. Afterward, Santa Cruz described Terrazas as the hardest puncher he had faced to date. Oh, and down goes Terrazas! But it was Terrazas who was floored twice, much to the delight of the fans with the stuck-up center who had chanted Santa Cruz's name from the start of round 1. Santa Cruz has steamrolled his way to the 2nd World Championship! Leo dispatched Terrazas in the 3rd round and became a 2-division champion, illustrating his ability to quickly overpower a world-class opponent. The statement had been made. Moving up, Santa Cruz had carried his power with him. At 122 pounds, Santa Cruz made 4 title defenses. For me, one stands out. In December 2013, he faced a southpaw from Puerto Rico named Cesar Seda, whom I judge to have serious championship potential. Seda fought a smart fight and at times an effective one, but he just couldn't keep up. And now goes Seda! Santa Cruz outworked him in virtually every round and won by decision. What that bout, more than any other, showed me was that Santa Cruz's opponents were fighting his fight because they had to, not because they wanted
technical difficulties.
Santa Cruz's next move was the most important of his career. Jumping up to featherweight was significant enough, but facing Abner Maris for a vacant title made the move potentially career-defining. Not only had Maris already accomplished what Santa Cruz was aiming for, winning world titles at 3 weights, 118, 122, and 126, but he was, like Leo, LA-based. This was an urban civil war, a battle for pride and bragging rights as much as it was a showdown for a world title. In August 2015, Santa Cruz and Maris squared off before more than 13,000 frenetic fans at the Staples Center. Smoking hot 12-round included more than 2,000 punches and turned out to be a candidate for Fight of the Year. What was a surprise was how Santa Cruz ultimately separated himself from Maris. The fighters brawled evenly and intensely from the start. Then, in the second half of the bout, Santa Cruz did something unexpected. He utilized his height and reach to strike and defend from a distance. Tonight, using that height a lot more. It was not only a pretty move, but a brilliantly timed move that led to a majority decision win. Who knew Leo Santa Cruz had it in him? Santa Cruz was 27 years old. In just over 3 years, he had become a 3-division champion, and he was the latest entry into boxing's pound-for-pound top 10.
I'm going to be
Santa Cruz's first
giving out
featherweight title impressed me because he absolutely blew out quality
Truly boxing match
and no surprise, Martinez
to all my fans, to all the people that subscribe.
In the first round. And already Martinez goes down. Then did it again. Uppercut by Santa Cruz. And again Martinez goes
Loyal
down.
subscribers, get ready to receive your True That Boxing love.
Santa Cruz's salvos counted more, and in the fifth, Martinez succumbed. The crowd anticipating another fantastic finish, and the referee steps in. Another big win in his home state of California.
Leo Santa Cruz is a bad boy, y'all.
5 months after defeating Martinez, Santa Cruz defended against an invader from Northern Ireland named Carl Frampton. Santa Cruz was a slight favorite, largely because Frampton was rising in weight, having just won a unification fight at 122 pounds. But Frampton was 22-0, and an old boxing saying applied: you can never be sure just how good an undefeated fighter really is. If Santa Cruz Maris had been a great fight, well, Frampton Santa Cruz was even better. While now playing the role of Belfast, Northern Ireland is Brooklyn and New York. Every once in a while, we watch a fight after which the outcome seems relatively unimportant. That was the case with Frampton Santa Cruz, although I doubt the fighters would agree. They both are scoring in this electrifying exchange. Anyway, Frampton and Santa Cruz produced a 12-round classic. Carl Frampton, Leo Santa Cruz, putting on a show in the Big Apple. Frampton able to stand up to Leo as no fighter had done. Santa Cruz kept punching, and Frampton kept answering. Santa Cruz found solace in the fact that his father, who was suffering from cancer, was able to work his corner. Watch Minecraft tutorials without Wi-Fi.
Anyway, you guys, that's a little highlight of Leo Santa Cruz. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's going to be a big fight with him and Gervonta Tank Davis coming up. I'm a big fan of Leo Santa Cruz. He's a technician. The boy know how to box. He comes with it. He just got to be able to deal with Tank's power. Tank Davis, they don't give him the name Tank for nothing, because he hits with bad intentions. I mean, it's like a tank shooting cannons at you. I mean, if Leo can avoid that power all night long, Leo will have a good night. If he can deal with that power, Leo will have a good night. Tank is a bad boy. Leo's a technician. I mean, this is going to be the fight of the year. I like them both. With all the racial tension in the air, boxing, hey, as long as you got hands, it don't have no race. You could be black, you could be white, you could be Chinese, you could be Hispanic, you could be anything. As long as you got hands, there is no race, because these hands will knock you out. So that's what I like about boxing. Your skill set on how to throw your hands. Leo Santa Cruz got hands. He's a technician. Devontae Tank Davis, he don't got the name Tank for nothing. He's throwing cannons, he's throwing bombs, and when he hits you, he hurt you, he gets you out of there. That's it, that's all. No boxing, no life. Just quick boxing talk on Leo Santa Cruz. Don't forget to subscribe, like,